Bro, we got so much drama in WoW this week. They got drama over here, they got drama over there, and it's like... let's start over. Greek Warrior, which is, believe it or not, one of the biggest ERA streamers out there right now. He is pretty freaking big in the ERA community. If you play ERA, you absolutely know who he is. Well, he is also playing on Fresh, and he has been complaining about Fresh for a long time and the consumable prices, which, I mean, of course, I agree with him. Consumable prices are way too expensive, and this happened today.
They banned all my accounts the day after I made that tweet.
And you might be wondering, what tweet? This is what he posted, and I quote, "Banning GDKPs sure helped this Fresh, this is the face of inflation, but yeah, rest hardcore players and cater to them, cloud face." Of course, he's talking about the OnlyFans rollback, which is very controversial. Some people are for the rollback. The guild died and they are streamers and Blizzard brought them back to life. It's a whole can of worms. You can look at my previous video if you want to check out on that, but he took the opportunity, this little tragedy, to talk about the economy on Fresh and the problem with that, and he puts a picture of Aggrend, the lead developer of Classic WoW, and the prices of crazy stuff, because the consumable prices are absolutely insane. Now, I thought this is rather an odd choice. Say what you will about their decision making, say what you will about Blizzard's quality of decisions this Fresh. This is a little in poor taste. I don't think this is not okay. I think this is like still, you know, well within the realm of the things you are allowed to do on the internet. But you know, like, you are burning that bridge. That seems like a rather abrupt way to, if you actually care about changes to be made to the game and you are making fun of the one person that can enact those changes, you probably make yourself look, you know, like, what are the chances they are gonna listen to you and agree with you and make those changes if this is your approach. This is the way I look at it. No, I do not think he is enacting a harassment campaign. I heard every little theory under the sun, like he is like directing harassment to the lead developer. No, that's stupid, okay? It's like a silly face, and the prices. Come on. Just because it is a remark in poor taste, it doesn't mean it is something messed up like that, okay? And you might be thinking, did Greek Warrior get banned just because of this freaking tweet? Not quite. This is from Greek Warrior's channel, and this is from 2 weeks ago. Remember that date, okay? 2 weeks ago, because the timeline, it is very important when we are trying to look at the intent of Blizzard. And let's just look at what he does on stream. He's on a gold buying website, G2G. He is doing an auction. This is on stream, by the way. He is streaming himself doing this. And then he posted it on YouTube. He puts an auction house full of a bunch of random cheese that is very expensive. That's the way that gold buyers deliver to you the gold. You make a fake auction that is at a crazy price, and then a gold buyer goes and pays you that price. It's a way they can launder the money, so to speak. So he sends the screenshot to the gold buying website, and in a little bit later he actually gets the gold. He's just showing himself buying gold on stream.
My name's Greek Warrior, and this is how I buy gold every single day. Because people wanted to remove GDKPs from my favorite game because they have parses that they don't know how to press your buttons.
Okay, so there you go. Keep in mind, 2 weeks passed since he showed himself buying gold until the time where he got banned. Now, let's be honest here, because I don't want to misrepresent what he is going for. He is trying to show this as a protest. Well, maybe not a protest on its own. He is trying to show that he is forced to buy gold to play the game, which I do not disagree with. I think if you want to actually perform at a top 1% level in World of Warcraft right now, you either play the game for 16 hours a day to farm the gold, or you buy the gold. I made a video on the consumables. A flask is going for like 450 gold each. Just think how long it would take you to farm 450 gold, and then think about, like, if it is a reasonable thing, because you gotta pay for other stuff in a raid, right? You gotta buy all the stuff. Like a 700 gold raid every week, 2800 gold a month. Can people reasonably play that much time just to get the stupid gold that they need to clear the raid? So I have sympathy for him in that regard. I understand. Personally, I don't buy gold because honestly, I don't care if I suck. I sucked all my life, and I am not about to get good anytime soon. But I can see how a top parser, Greek Warrior, is a very competitive player. He has several hundred parses in era. I can see how somebody that actually cares about his parses is very frustrated at not being able to get gold. Now, his argument is that we don't have GDKPs and that's the problem with the economy. On that I will disagree, but I think even if you are against GDKPs, you can relate, you can sympathize with somebody in his position, even if you yourself would never buy gold. Now, the thing is, he made this video, he complained, he admitted to buying gold several times on stream before and after that, but it wasn't until 8 hours from this tweet that was made, there you go, yesterday, that he got actually banned. Now, is it possible that Blizzard took 2 weeks to ban him? Yes, it is possible. You know, like botters do not get banned instantly. I guess like gold buyers also do not get banned instantly. They get banned in waves. It is certainly possible. Here's the thing, and here is why I think this is very much targeted. And keep in mind, I absolutely think he should get banned. Not only because it is 100% against the rules to buy gold, because it is against the rules and the rules are the rules, but also because if you do this on stream and you get no consequences, the optics, the look on the game, if he doesn't get banned after that, like you remember the GDKP in Classic Proper back in 2019 when that guy bought a sword for 150,000 gold and he didn't get banned, and the outrage, you have to ban him. Now, the ban for buying gold is not what he got. He didn't get banned for RMT, and we're gonna look at his ban right now. I am zoomed all the way and you can barely read it. It is a very tiny screenshot. I will do my best, okay? But notice of account closure, greetings, yada yada. Offense, the reason he got banned is exploitative activity, abuse of the economy. Now, real money trading and abuse of the economy are not the same thing, even though this thing states here that this account is involved with in real trade, money, whatever. But usually when people buy gold, they get banned for real money trading. That's the name of the offense for buying gold. This is something else, something more severe. And here's the thing. I do not know of a single person that ever got permad for buying gold. I know plenty of people, especially back in SOD, that got banned 2 weeks or a month. I have seen several people that got banned for a month for buying gold, especially if it is your first offense. And Wario, as far as I know, this is the first time he ever got banned for anything. He is a first offender. So it seems really crazy to get permad over buying gold. This is not a standard penalty for buying gold. Selling gold can get you permad, but he didn't sell gold, he bought gold. And I think it is nothing short of a very interesting coincidence that he got banned 8 hours after making this tweet. And once again, I think he should 100% face the same punishment everybody else faces for buying gold. If anything, because it is a terrible look for the game and it is a terrible example for the players of this game if he didn't. Now that we understand that, I also think that targeting a streamer for complaining about the state of the economy is a very slippery slope, and I think we all gotta get together and pressure Blizzard. We cannot just sit here and accept this, because what is gonna happen when you disagree with Blizzard on something else? What is gonna happen when they find a reason to get rid of your favorite streamer? What is gonna happen when they feel like Shobek complained about something too much and he gets permad because of something disagreeing with the lead developer of Classic? If we just sit here and take it, it is gonna happen to everybody else, and I am not gonna sit for this. I think it is pretty freaking messed up. And people are not stupid. People know that they banned him because of this tweet or because he's a streamer and he got like a way beyond a slap on the wrist. He got an exemplary punishment. That's the word you're looking for. And if you think it is bad optics not to ban him, just you wait the optics, just you wait the reaction you're gonna get when a streamer gets banned for doing it and everybody else doesn't get banned for doing it. Like, what do you think that is that gonna be a better look for Blizzard? Now, does it mean that Aggrend himself is trying to get him banned because he hurt his feelings? Well, first of all, Aggrend did block him on Twitter and Blue Sky or whatever, so he's not fine with this tweet, and I completely understand Aggrend's position. I would think this is in pretty poor taste. 100%. Perhaps I would even block him. I don't want to judge him for that. Now, using the resources of a $70 billion corporation to spite a guy that made fun of you on Twitter, that is not something that I will agree with. That is not something we can be okay with. I do not think misappropriating the servers of a $70 billion corporation just to own a guy that made fun of your face on Twitter should be acceptable. And I have serious questions about the maturity of people at Blizzard. I think it is likely even that it is not Aggrend himself that is the person that decided this, but somebody that is in Blizzard who is upset on behalf of Aggrend is still not okay. Now, what are they gonna do? Can they walk it back? Can they just backtrack on this? Can they say, okay, we messed up, you're getting a 1-month ban? Will that work now? I'm not sure, but they have managed to dig themselves into a hole, and it is not gonna be a good look either way. I just do not like the precedent this sets. I do not like the fact that Blizzard can just shut down whoever streamer or content creator doesn't like him just because they make a comment they do not like. Give him the ban anybody else that buys gold would get, because that's the ban he deserves, because that is what he did. Now, on the topic of GDKPs, I made my opinion before and I will say it again. Greek Warrior says that the reason he is buying gold is because there is no GDKPs in the game and that is ruining the economy. I disagree. I do not think GDKPs are the lack of GDKPs is ruining the economy. GDKPs are inflation neutral. They do not cause inflation and they do not stop inflation. The real solution we should be championing, in my opinion, is just to make Black Lotuses more affordable. Put Black Lotuses to be obtainable somewhere else, or put Elemental Fire to be obtainable somewhere else. That's what I think will make everybody happy. The reason I don't like GDKPs is not that they are bad for the game or that they are bad. I think the problem is they are too good. I think GDKPs are so efficient, you would be stupid not to do them if they are allowed. And that kills guilds. Because if you're good at the game, you are never gonna join a normal guild. That's my take on GDKPs. If they allow GDKPs, I will do only GDKPs tomorrow. You know, if they also put a button in the game that gave me the best gear in the game, I would press that button. Even if it's a stupid idea for the game, I would press it because it's free gear. Well, that's GDKP basically. Now, the part where Greek Warrior messed up is that I think it is very hard to champion a person that is buying gold. If he were a normal player that made this tweet and didn't buy gold, there would be very few excuses for people to dismiss him, because it is very hard to discredit him now if you are like acting in bad faith. All you have to do is say he bought gold, that's why he mad, or he bought gold so he deserves to get banned, which he absolutely does, ignoring the fact that he got a punishment that nobody will ever get for buying gold. I don't know, it seems like a pretty devastating blow for him because he has like 4 accounts and he got banned on every single one of them, and he will probably never play WoW again. I think he is in one of those policies where he is banned on site. If he were to come back to WoW, he would get banned again. And that really sucks. That really sucks. Making fun of a WoW developer once and not being allowed to play the game ever again. Yeah, I just hope it comes across to you. Even if I do not approve of his actions, and even though I think he should have got banned for buying gold, that I really do not like the precedent they are setting. I'll tell you something, all the content creators in my circle of friends, they got this idea that you gotta shield everything that Blizzard does. They got the idea that you gotta just agree with everything they say, never in a million years be critical of Blizzard or you're gonna get in trouble. And you know what? I am just pissed off that Aggrend is doing everything he can to prove them right. This toxic positivity thing, this shillification of the content creation scene is only gonna get worse. And you know what? You know what is even worse than that? Because now, me for disagreeing with Aggrend's decision, I am anti-WoW. I am a hater. And everybody that doesn't say anything is pro-WoW and a shield. And we are just two camps together. You want to feed the toxicity in this community. You want to feed the toxic elements of the community. You did a damn freaking good job, Blizzard. Because now, whenever you do something that people don't like, that those people don't like, they can come at you with real solid ammunition. They can come at Aggrend with real ammunition to muddy up the discussion. You just given the entire WoW community ammunition to ruin your character. Please think again if you think this is a productive use of Blizzard's resources. Please think again if you think this is gonna make you come ahead. That's all I'm gonna say on the matter. I am very disappointed disappointed in the lack of maturity of this decision in both sides. And just because I fear for what's gonna happen to content creators if this thing is allowed to go through, I will have to default into Greek Warrior's side. Just think about that. You forced me into take the side of a gold buyer. That's what you just did, Blizzard. You played yourself. I guess you can subscribe and join the Discord and all that stuff.